Every time.
Say what? Hey, okay.
Hey, hey.
Come on in the room. Yes, yes. Come on in. Have a seat. Yeah.
Grab your drink,
Grab your
your
drink,
smokes.
whatever it takes. Hey,
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 hey.
hey.
What's going on?
What's poppin'?
Nothing much. What's good? What's good?
How you doing?
I am doing wonderful, and how are you?
I am grand.
Grand. Coming off a grand evening, as
Yes.
we see.
Listen, I'm too old for that. I don't got Meg the Stallion needs, no more.
you
In my
know.
prime, I was with you. You feel me? But
hmm
yes, how you be?
Oh, I be wonderful. I was looking cute and
You was snatched.
feeling myself a
All
little
right,
bit.
all
So
right.
yeah, today I'm still on that high
Yeah, shout
because
out
my
to
dress was bomb.
everybody that came out and all of that,
We
and
had a good
we had
time.
a ball,
Yes, we
and I
did.
do not club. And so when I do it, I got to make sure I do it up big. But how y'all soulfuls? What's poppin'? Are y'all ready
What's
for
going
this?
on?
Because it's the authenticity, not the audacity
It's
for
right.
me. Okay. Um, welcome back to another episode of SoulFilled Sunday. We are on
Yes,
episode
yes.
16. I'm good. Cause it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And if you didn't get a chance, let me just do a shameless little drop real quick. If you didn't get a chance to check out the Method to My Madness interview, head over to my after this, not right now. Y'all know y'all hard headed, but you know what I'm saying. Go and check me out. We did really good. With Just Toy talking too much, it was really cool. Good vibes and all of that. And now we're here. And what I do want to say is everything always comes full circle.
hmm
It does.
It does.
And I'm let me put on my reading glasses
Put them on,
because
honey.
it is
Yes.
time to read. Hold on, let me clean them. Hey, thank you. Miss
Hey.
Toys in the building. Hey there. So yeah, let me put on my reading glasses. That's why I wear my sweater because it's chilly.
Chilly, chilly.
It's chilly around here.
Well,
Um, and I feel like people, and it's not a lot of people, but because we're in the age of revealing,
hmm
because this is the revelation, this is a whole apocalypse, if you
if
will,
you will. Okay.
of authenticity versus motherfucking audacity. Because
Okay.
a lot of you, because I have my reading glasses on, a lot of you have audacity,
Or
okay, and
audacity.
not authenticity. And I know it's like, well, Jen, you're
hmm
normally on your love and light, and I'm gonna take my reading glasses off because the shine with my light and all of that. But it's always love and light and wholeness and balance. And yes, and there is also this shadow work too
hmm
that
hmm
must be done. And if you're not being authentic with people and giving them your genuine self, when as we're closing out this tide, this is the ground zero of 2020, right?
hmm
We are closing out a
hmm
lot of people that are not deserving of being in our circles.
Facts.
And you get to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm good.
I'm good.
It is what it is. And it's not to say, well, if this person doesn't call me or this person did, then I'm not. No, 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 no. We're at a whole nother level. What I'm saying with that is, I'm worried about me now. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so when you go and you're being your authentic self, and if you grounded in this 2020 energy and really came within the fullness of self, then you would really be your cutoff game is right now strong.
Bam, bam,
Okay, because
bam.
when you're going into the winter season, and now you got to go in your storehouse. So when you're in your storehouse, you throwing out the things that didn't quite make it. Damn, I didn't package that quite right. Okay, we got to throw this out, even though it was a good little piece of meat, child. You hear
Right.
me?
But it's no longer serving
It's
its
no
purpose.
longer serving its purpose. And because a lot of us, and I'm saying us because I've been there and I have my moments where we have audacity,
Mm-hmm.
the audacity to want to emulate what we do not understand, or even overstand. Okay. And so when you do that, you begin to see things fall apart, right?
Right.
And then you're like, everything is just going bad and da 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 da. And that's the other side of the, well, I'm good. It
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
Right.
But when you start realizing that the shit that you roosting in stinks, it's a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You hear
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
I
So
hear. I heard
you heard what I'm saying? And here's my thing. I've been there with trying to be the where my peacock shit was peacock. Like when I walk in the room, all eyes on me.
you. Right.
And if you don't, I'm gonna find out why you're not looking at me, because this is David Ruffin, and those are the temptations. You hear
Uh-huh.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
And then I
So it's
realized,
dark.
I didn't have to do that. Um, I guess you want to take that off, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Hold that for me.
just take it
Hold
off.
on.
Um,
One sec. We're gonna try to fix the
yeah,
lighting
we're gonna
for
fix the
you.
light real quick. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, if I'm in my authentic nature and I'm not trying to always ruffle feathers, and I'm not trying to be,
Is
that's
that
cool.
better?
Yeah. I'm not trying to be a part of the in crowd. I'm making my own way. And you
Mm-hmm.
have some people that may not understand. They want to
Thank
be
you.
around good people and good individuals, but you're it's moss, right?
Right.
When you're trying to get into a new portion of yourself, you become that moth, and moths are attracted to light. And
Mm-hmm.
you have false light and you have real light. And the real light is the motherfuckers that's walking around here light.
Right. Right.
Okay, meaning they ain't carrying a whole bunch of shit. They don't keep a whole lot of shit up. Their name is not in and out of drama. It's that's what I mean by the authenticity. Where if whether you see me online or in the streets, or we're having lunch or we're having a conversation, you can say, you know what, that peacock, Jen, is always herself. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? It
Right.
doesn't matter where she's at. She's
What place?
always being her. So when I say it's the audacity for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's the audacity when I'm such a genuine person. I really am. And I'm transparent and I'm honest. And when I say I love people, like, I really love people,
Right.
right? So because I love people, and I'm becoming more of my unconditional self, is getting to the point where it's like, okay, that's fake love.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake love. You only coming over here because you trying to get some information about the information. I said what the fuck I said. You trying to
Right.
get information from over here because you trying to figure out, well, what you know about what you know. But if you're being your authentic self, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be, you know what? Oh, you know, such and such. She's cool as fuck, or he's cool, or you know what I'm saying,
Right.
whatever, whatever. Not a how you know.
Right. Right. Right.
Put on my
Put them
reading
glasses back on.
glasses.
Yes.
What you say, Queen? Because like I
It's
said,
the
this is shadow work
it's
on
the let me
today.
borrow your
You
reading
gonna go
glasses.
ahead,
Let me borrow your
go
reading
ahead,
glasses
go
because
ahead. Hmm.
sometimes you have to do it with love,
With
and
love,
I need my intelligent seekers on.
facts.
So what I think about this is it's the audacity for me because, as you stated, I'm a person who's very transparent. I'm very
Facts.
open.
Hmm.
If I tell you I'm an open book on this, but stay away from this, that's exactly what I mean.
Like you can come up to us.
Yeah,
Anybody can
anybody.
come up to us
We're
and I'm
approachable.
gonna hug you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say, hey, that's me because that's my light.
Right. But the flip side of that, the
The
authenticity
authenticity.
of that
Right.
is that because that is my way,
Mm-hmm.
because that is me. If I hug you and you're that's not what you do, you're fake,
Mm,
I'm gonna know it
mm.
because I'm gonna feel it.
I hear you, Queen. She said, "Mine and my business keeps me." I know that's real,
Oh,
cause it keeps
yes.
me as well. It keeps me
On the right side of air.
in the
You hear
middle of the night.
me?
You hear me?
Yeah, let
You
me,
gonna yeah,
I'm gonna
because
hand them back
you
because
gonna
just
hand
in
them
case
back.
you need
No problem.
them.
But again, it's I'm drinking my water and I'm minding my business. But I think that we also when you are a light worker, you have to realize that you got to walk back through those valleys of shadows. And when you
Mm-hmm.
do, you see portions of yourself or ideals or very extreme expressions of yourself, and you be like, oh, I don't like that. And
Right.
so that's when the audacity comes in for a lot of people. Like, well, you know what? I did it. And so what? And it's like, no, it's not so what?
Right, because it's not authenticity is not if you're your authentic self, it's not something that you've done. It's something
Hello.
that you are.
Hello.
And just be what you are and then you'll be able to get to know what you need to fix,
Facts.
what you need to change for you,
Facts.
not necessarily for nobody else. Because once you see those extreme reflections of you, you want to get rid of those portions so that they're not there to even get to an extremity, point.
At the end of the day.
So
And
you
that's
gotta you gotta be authentic in order to receive authentic.
and when you're not authentic, you get audacious, mother.
Yes.
Constantly. Constantly. You're constantly like, this person had the audacity to treat me like such and such. And it's like, no, I made a comment. And let me say this really quick. People that say they're givers, oh, I'm a giver, I give from my heart, I da 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 da, and then say that a person has used them. How, Sway? Because if you're a giver and you allow and you know this person keeps coming back, coming back, coming back, asking, wanting, needing, pulling, and is not putting anything back in, well, you're a giver.
Mhm.
So give.
Right.
Be quiet and give and understand who it is or what role that you've decided to play. It's the audacity of the giver to say, I'm tired of people using me. Well, stop saying that you're a bigger and you're a giver and you have a big heart and you're just so open to everybody. You can still be that
Mhm.
and have authenticity and be able to use your intuition to say, these are the people that I'm willing to serve, and these are the people that I probably should, because they don't never have they don't never have nothing going on for
Uh huh.
themselves. They always asking for something.
Mhm.
They always, it's always something. And
Right.
you're gonna feel a person's energy like, stop lying to yourself. When they constantly doing audacious shit,
Mhm.
you need to take that and say, you know what? Mm,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Cause it is.
What it is.
Come on, Queen.
Listen, when you get to the point where it's I'm good, and that's your mindset, that's your mind frame, that's where you are,
Mm.
you'll start to see bullshit while it's walking. It won't even be able to make it to you.
You're not even finna sit in
Cause
it.
right, cause it's gonna be like, you know what? If it, let's just say you got a gathering going on, you having a good time, and that certain energy walks in, you will instantly be like, you know what? Y'all have a good night, cause I'm good and I'm out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that point in your life, you know who you are truly, and you know what you're gonna deal with and what you're not gonna
And what
deal
you're
with.
not gonna deal with. And so if you keep going back to a pigsty,
You're
you
gonna keep getting dirty Every time.
every time. Because how can you keep throwing your pearls, your wisdoms, your ills, your this, your that amongst swine, amongst people that don't really give a damn, and you're expecting them to give you a certain vibration and a certain light. No, you vibrating right where they are, baby. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
my thing is, again, you have it, the part of being good. I'm good is I'm gonna drink my water.
Mhm.
I'm gonna work on me, and I'm going to deal with people that deal with me how I deal with me.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
brings to the
Yes.
next thing of a person saying, well, I don't want to date myself, but like me for everything that I am, and all that I be, and but
Right.
still be no, 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 no. I want to date me. You are my friend. You're my soulmate. You're my twin flame.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you're all of that for me. You're the reflections that I need to see of the older shell of me, the now shell of me, and the future state of myself. So if you, I can't stand. I'm looking, waiting for my twin flame. No, give me all of that. I
Right.
want all of that
I need everything.
in one.
Mhm.
I need
Now,
that reflection.
now, here's the thing. When it, as far as the I'm good sector
Mm-hmm.
with choosing a partner, I gotta say this because some of y'all single for a reason, and let me tell you
Woo!
why.
Child.
Because I think this needs to be addressed.
Mm,
Now, we all have qualities that we are looking for in a mate. Correct?
I made a note about that. Go ahead.
Am I correct?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
We all have our
Mm-hmm.
for the mates.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our hell yeah in a mate. Right.
Facts.
Okay. But some of y'all looking for so much perfection that is not in you that you'll always be single.
Mm.
Why? Because you're always going to attract what you really are.
Ooh.
Now, if
Ooh,
you
ooh, ooh,
say
ooh. Say that again.
you always are going to attract what you really are.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to use us as an example because
Let me
this
sip my tea on that.
was this ship because it's a lot of ships in one.
It's a
This
lot.
this a cruise line.
This is Princess. What's the other one? Caribbean
Yeah,
Carnival.
this everything.
It's all the ships.
Right. Okay, so this ship right here is the ship trip
Mm.
that I've valued the most.
Mm.
And that's why I refer to it so much because I learned so much about myself
Mm-hmm.
because this ship started out with a friend.
Hmm.
This
Facts.
ship started out with someone I could talk to.
Mm.
And these are the things I went down on my list. On my list, I guarantee, I told the universe I can get attractive because I know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can get this because I know how to get that.
Mm.
I've done that
Mm-hmm.
before.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need, I'm not concerned about looks. I let that go.
Mm-hmm.
I said I need someone intelligent. I'm very intelligent. And I am, when I say that to people, I'm not bragging. I am proud of my intelligence. It's not that I'm saying you're not intelligent. It's saying I'm proud that I am. And I want someone who I can have an intellectual conversation with.
Facts.
I want someone who I can bounce ideas off of.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone who I can say, well, hey, I think this way, and they can differ from me and explain their own point of view instead of folding to what I believe. They have their own beliefs. We can talk amongst each other about people we've dated, people we are dating now because it was easy.
Mm.
It was simple. It's cool when you talking to your friend. Cause like girls, you know how you be on like, bitch,
Right.
let me
Let me
tell
tell
you.
you.
But
Facts.
be but and in this world of ours, it's still like I can't look at you and say, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's gonna be like, oh no, I don't get down like that.
Right.
Well, hold on, bro, because I ain't got to get down with it. Because you know what I'm saying? I can be just as whatever it is
Whatever it
that
is
you
that you
are.
need.
But when I would pick up the phone and be like, girl,
Girl, let me tell you,
she'd be
girl.
like,
What
what
happened? What
girl?
happened,
What
girl?
happened?
What it was?
Hold on, do we need to smoke? Do I need to come over there? Like I knew she was genuinely excited to hear what I had to say because of
Facts.
how I approached her.
Mhm.
She didn't turn it into a why you call me like that? You know, she
Mm.
didn't take the excitement away from me. She was my friend.
Right.
And I appreciated that. And I told the universe the next person that I'm growing in love with is the person that is going to be my friend
And I like how
because
you said that though.
uh-huh,
I like how you said growing in love because
it changes every day.
in facts, and people are too busy
Falling
falling
and getting the hell hurt.
and you head over heels, and if your heels is over your head, that means your blood rushing, and you can't, one, A, you can't run, and B, you can't think. Only a woman god. Okay?
You
So
know what I'm saying? So
so at the end of the day,
you can't say I want an intellectual and you didn't graduate the eighth grade.
oof,
And I ain't throwing no shade.
that's why I put my reading glasses on,
I ain't
child.
throwing no shade. I
Mm,
can't say, oh, I want a PhD
mm.
and I got a high school diploma.
Okay. And you made a point, and
I'm just saying.
I have to say this: when people make lists,
Mhm.
that is audacity.
Audacity.
When you make a list for others and not self, you are being audacious and not authentic
Not.
because you're saying, I don't want to again, I don't want to date me. I don't want to date the bullshit me.
Hmm.
I want to date the version of myself that I love but I am not.
Right.
So when you're making this list of impossible, and
Impossibles.
excuse me because no, I'm
Leave
still
them on,
reading. I'm
yeah.
still reading. Uh,
Hmm.
when you make an impossible list, you're basically saying I'm possible, right?
Hmm.
So with that impossibility, it's saying, okay, well, you're possible. You're possible to be all of these things. And if you are all of these things, you'll attract all of these things. But when you get people like, oh, well, I want her to get her nails done on Tuesday and only certain colors I want this person to wear, and I want this, and then
Hmm.
I want them to be intellectual but still a little street smart. Give me a little wide cloak with the Gumby on the side,
Uh-huh.
and and then I want them to like sugar, but not too much because it's like, wait a minute, bruh, you got the audacity, and who the are you? Because I guarantee you, you are not going to be all the things that you say you are to yourself to somebody else. Can I?
Eh,
Mm,
eh,
mm,
uh,
mm.
mm.
Your version of you that
Hmm.
you know
Uh-huh.
is who you know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the version of you that I know
It's
is who
who
I
you
know.
know.
You're
Yeah.
that's my queen. That's legs. That's red. You know what I'm saying? It's many
Right.
versions of you for me, but who you know as Shang and who you know as Star and who you excuse me.
She when I
you know
it's
what I'm
like,
saying?
but it's cool though,
But
cause we
let
do
me take
this.
my reading glasses off, child, because I'm going too in on these folks. But what I'm saying is, stop. That's audacity.
Right.
You're being audacious to say you need to be this type of person for me. No, you need to be that type of person for
Right.
yourself.
Because your list, let's be real. Let me tell you how to attract you. You got a pen and paper? You got a pen?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you need some time to go
Take
get a pen
they don't need
and a
it
piece
because
of
they can
paper.
run it back.
Okay,
What you
cool.
need to get? What you need, baby?
Number one, your
Mm,
list.
mm,
Three things need to be on your
three
list. Okay.
things. Uh huh.
The first thing that needs to be on the list.
Mm.
Who are you?
Who are you?
List who you are.
Mm.
Not who you pretend to
How is
be.
that gonna help me get somebody that's gonna love me for me?
Because if you don't love you for you, how they gonna love you for you? You
Wow.
don't know you.
Okay, so who am I?
Who are you?
Uh huh. And
All
number
right.
two.
Number two, list the qualities. of you.
of me,
List your
my
qualities.
qualities.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then number three,
Three.
apply it to your prospects.
Ooh.
One, two, three. Simple as that.
So get to know me.
Uh huh.
Say what I love about me.
Uh huh.
Love on me.
Yes.
And then take that light outside.
Uh huh.
And then my light gonna attract what I need.
And see what kind of moths come to that flame.
Ooh, you should have put the glasses on for that, Henny.
I ain't need
Oh, thank
glasses
you,
for that one.
Phoenix.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
appreciate that. We just be. This is just what it is. Yeah, but I totally agree, and I say that all the time, I'm not degreed like you when it comes to the mind, but I'm degreed in the school of the hard knocks as well as the educational
I
system
was about to say, well,
and the educational system. But what I'm
just a
but
little.
just a little. But my point is that when you I agree with you so much with the list because if you don't know you,
Mhm.
how can you get to know somebody else? That's audacity because you want them to learn everything about you. You want them to know your love languages. You want them to
Mhm.
know when I'm hungry, when I'm sick, when I'm all these memes that going on. So I got a girlfriend. What do I feed it? Crab legs or hot wings? And so it's
Right.
you're audacious to not to expect anything from
Right.
anybody, but you're authentic when you show this is how I love me.
Mhm.
And because I love me like this, I'm gonna be like, come on, bro, what we doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Where we
no, not like that.
going?
This was friendship. You all
Oh, you talking about
yes,
the friendship
yes,
part? Oh, my
but
bad.
come
Hold on,
on,
I
now.
messed that one up,
You
y'all. Cause
sure did.
my bad.
But my point is,
I'm
in
always with it.
always with the shit. But in that it's authentic. But that was authentic. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's authentic of me to notice that you love me how I like to be loved. You know that I'm goofy, so you're goofy with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But see, you just attracted a goofy person
Right.
because outside of her, like she'll be sitting doing something
I got.
serious, and I'll roll up on her like, "What you doing, sex?" And she'll be like, "Go on somewhere." I mean, like, you don't want to play,
I'm about to
so
read one more
you
time.
know.
Oh, let's pay some bills. Wait a minute.
Yes,
Okay, I can't read them
yes.
yet. Let me
Hold on.
pay some. Let's
The
pay some
reads gonna
bills.
come after
Let's
the
pay some
bills.
bills. Let's
So
pay some
we had
bills.
got carried
We
away,
sure
child.
did,
Hold on.
child. Cause we normally pay bills a couple times
All right,
already.
by now.
So to pay some bills real quick, shout out to Black Ego. They are an
Yes.
LA-based female fashion line. So please head over to shopblackego.com and get your ego stroke today.
Yes.
I know that they're gonna have some awesome Black Friday sales, so get on the list,
They
get on the
sell out
notifications.
quickly.
They sell out very quick, so make sure that you shop Black Ego. All right. Next bill on the list. If you are tuning in, or excuse me, if you're not tuning in on Tuesdays and Saturdays on Blast Radio, you're missing out. The Truth Show with Lacey Doll and the Big Show on Tuesdays. It goes down at
Uh-huh.
On Blast Radio. Y'all make sure that y'all go follow them. And on Saturdays they have Uncensored with Mello, where you get all your underground music and hype. It's really dope. Please check them out. That's our family over there. So big love and big shout outs to Big Show. And
And you gonna
have you
do?
had your book dosage? If not, please make sure that you pick up the series of Two Sides to the Rainbow, written by Unique Waterfall. It is the story of both sides of the rainbow when it comes to the lesbian community. It's a very lesbian based book. It is beautiful. Has a lot of gems in that. And once you're done with that, you need to grab the Method to My Madness.
Madness.
Shameless plug, but the lights off, you will lust. Okay.
That's kind of why it was so dark.
But that's kind of why it would dock or whatever.
But
But
it was a little too dark. But
facts.
you know,
Oh, good. Make sure that you go and grab that copy of Method to My Madness. Listen, Black Friday sales. You can get book one for $10. Okay, it's only going to be for 24 hours. You can get book one for 10, and you can pre-order book two, which drops 1/20/21, which is next year in January. So you can get that for the $15 holla. Go ahead and get both. It's 25 bucks. You're not losing. That's what you're gonna pay for one signed copy. Facts. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Ashe. Okay. Not only that, if you need somebody to bring smoke to your next event, I need you to head over to the hookah hose.
Ho,
Hose.
ho,
Hose.
ho. Hey,
Hose. All
hey.
right. The hookah hose has all of your smoking needs. If you're having a private party or a grand event, they will cater. Even if you want something for your personal jump off, please make sure that you go and visit them. I guarantee you, you will not be let down. Also, are you ready to detox? Do you need to lose a few inches? Ready to get that waist snatch for Thanksgiving so that you can eat? I need you to head over to Javanda's Kitchen LLC. She has detox juice, 100% organic juice. Is it organic, like vegan friendly? Kill yes. So make sure that you head over there. She also has the green smoothie, which is an awesome meal replacement that you can use if you're trying to get into that next level of your physical health. And
Eon.
on top of that, once you're getting your physical health ready, you definitely need to be focusing on your mental health. Have you been over to Goddess Child Services yet? No? Well, I need you to go ahead over there and get a free consultation for a mental health evaluation. It's very important, especially with the climate of things going on right now. Have your evaluation done. It's free. It's free.
Free
Free
99.
99. Care about yourself, care about your mind, body, and spirit. Is that it?
That is
I
all.
paid all the
I
bills.
think that's all
I
of
paid
them.
all the bills.
No, raise.
Raise it. If you're in the LA area or out in California, please support my family out there. Raise the Sunshine Catering. They are doing Thanksgiving meals. If you don't feel like cooking today, from parties from 4 to 10, she has set prices. If you need something more, definitely hit her up. The prices are reasonable, and let me tell you, the girl can cook. Okay, she can burn your grandma's eyebrows off. Okay, it goes down in the kitchen. So please make sure that you check out Raise the Sunshine Catering if you're in the Los Angeles or greater area, and make sure that you definitely go and check out Just Toy Talking Too Much. We had an awesome
Hey,
interview today, you guys.
yes.
Make sure that you show some love over there. You can find them at Just Toy Written Expressions. Just Toys Photography, Just Toys Spa and Wellness,
Just
Just
toys,
Toys every
everything.
goddamn thing, okay? Just type in Just Toy and you will find what it is that
That
you
you
are
are
looking
looking for.
for, okay? I should have put on my reading glasses for that. But I love you and I appreciate you all. So let's get back to the show. We paid the bills.
Right, yes. So you
We
was
paid the
about to
bills.
start your read.
Yes, I was about to start my read. Okay, let
Hmm.
me let me get back into the calmness of who I am. Where do I
Yes,
get the book? You can get it on my website.
which is
If you
posted.
want signed copies, you can get it on the Kinetic website. The links
It's
are in my profile.
posted.
It's also posted. Or you can go on Amazon and let me do it. Available on Amazon
Amazon
and
and
Barnes
Barnes and
and Noble.
Noble.
Okay, so however you want it, you can get it. If you're waiting to do the pre-order or you want to get it for the $10 holla, just wait till Black Friday, and that's when you can get it for the $10 holla and pre-order book two. So back to my reading list.
Yes, let's go.
Um, when you're good and you're being authentic,
Hmm.
and not audacious, people cut themselves
Off
off
like a light switch.
like a light, out
Hey,
like a light,
hey,
like a light,
hey,
out like a light. You don't have
hey.
to cut people off.
Yep.
When you are being authentic and genuine and walking in your light and you know that you're moving towards your destination and doing the things that you need to do that's
Hmm.
right for you and your immediate circle. And when a person is not of right spirit, they will move themselves. They may come back and teeter in because they need a little bit of that energy that you
Yes.
have. And that's the audacity. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So the audacity will definitely come back in and say, "Ooh, I need a little piece of her energy or his energy," right?
Hmm.
So what we do is know that those persons will cut themselves off. And when you begin to tell an audacious about themselves,
Right.
they will be like, "Oh, you know what? You know, she be talking negative," and she's like, "No, because I'm very much wholeness, balance. Hey, beloved, you can come to me. You can tell me about an issue. You can,
Mhm.
however, and I'm going to give you the best of myself to help you through that situation for you. But
Right.
when you come with the audacity of faux friendship, and you're really a fiend,
Ah.
or you're really a faux
Mhm.
fee five faux fun,
Fun.
what beanstalk you done came from? Okay, you're not, if you from a beanstalk, you're not from my apple tree. And so you got to get on. So my point is, I'm very much light. I'm very
Mhm.
much light, but I also know when to put on my full armor and come out slinging them things. Because one thing is, an audacious person doesn't like you telling them about their audacity.
Yes, yes. And so go ahead and explain why they don't like
Well, because
that.
it's like this. I'm just being me. And this is, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to protect myself. It's trigger words that audacious people use.
Mhm.
What makes you think that? You don't know me.
Mhm.
Nobody knows me. I'm good by myself. It is what it is. It's always a rhetoric of F everybody but me,
Right.
because I
Okay.
that's audacious, right?
Mhm.
And so the thing about that is that when you can't come to a person and be respectable, or feel like maybe you hit or miss a mark, and I say, Shane, you know what? I might have got into my feelings, but you had made a statement, and I wanted to know, like, what did you mean by that?
Mhm.
That's authenticity. Me going and calling Lorraine or Zandra and saying, well, your people was over here and she's da 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 da.
Yeah.
That's audacity, and that's messy. And now you're mixing
Because you haven't gotten to the bottom of it. You don't even know what was meant yet.
yet. So
So,
it's about audacity doesn't go to the source. Authenticity does.
right.
Because an authentic person wants to know, well, where did it come from? How much it costs? And are they
Mhm.
custom? You
Right.
see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Did
Where
I misconstrue? Did I do this? Did I do? Let me correct it because you might have. And in the off chance that you took it exactly how I meant it, then it was like, oh no, well you took it this way. This is how I meant it, but it means the
but
same.
it means the same. Period.
So you gotta
I'm getting hot. All
all
this
that
heat,
tea. You
all
know what
this
I'm
tea I'm
saying?
drinking.
You know,
Okay,
got you burning up
girl,
through here in your
burning in my
chest.
chest area.
But
That's when your heart and throat chakra is open, and you can openly
yeah,
communicate and
facts.
say the things that you need to say. That's authenticity.
Right, and with authenticity. Now let's not get this twisted because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I'm just blunt. I just tell the truth. I just do X, Y,
You're
and
not
Z."
telling the truth.
No, no, no. What you're trying to do is belittle.
Mm.
That's what you're trying
Talk,
to do.
talk about it, Queen. Because this is the reading circle.
Right, right,
And
right.
so when you're being blunt, you're trying to belittle. Please
You're
break
trying to belittle.
break it down so it
And
can
I'll break it
forever
down
and
for you. Yes,
consistently.
I will do that.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm gonna be my blunt self,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to be my authentic self.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, those of you who know me, if you know me or know anything about me, I used to perform under stage name Star. Star is a very blunt, very hurtful person because she was a person who was protecting someone else.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna be that person.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, Genesis, you know what I'm saying? I get tired of you always trying to read on people and shit because that's just everybody don't want that. Everybody don't want that energy. Everybody ain't got time for that. And you just need to stop trying to push that off on people.
Hmm.
Okay. That's not authentic. That's just being mean because you don't know how to communicate that it bothers you.
You. Woo!
So what you do when you're authentic
It be
is
pressing on a nerve.
yes, when you're not authentic. But when you're authentic, that authentic person is going to be like, well, Jen, I know that this is your way because I've seen you do this with more than one person. But when it came to me, it felt like you were being a bit more brash. Was
Mm.
I wrong in thinking that way?
Mm.
Could you explain to me what you meant by what you were saying? That
Facts.
person really wants to know what happened. And that person is going to be real with you, and that person is going to accept your answer as,
Facts.
oh, okay, so you weren't trying to. Okay, so I get it. You was just saying that this is what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And y'all can have a conversation. Oh, no, because normally that authentic person, once they explain to you what they meant, then they gonna hit you with, but this is a great quality about you.
Mm.
This is an awesome quality about you. It's just when you did this, this is how I felt at that
At
time.
that time.
So now that person has pointed out, oh, this is what they like about me, and this is what they misunderstood. So I'm
Mm.
gonna build on this so
Mm.
there's no more misunderstanding.
Mm.
That's the difference in authentic and audacious. I'm gonna take these off
You
for
gonna
a
take
little
them
bit.
off for a little
I'm through
bit?
professoring
You
for
through
right now.
professor in the ring?
For right now.
Well, and it, you have to say to yourself, I'm good love.
Mhm.
I'm good love. I'm good in love.
Mhm.
So y'all enjoy. And I've had to learn over the years censorship
Mhm.
and understand that difference between saying being blunt and direct. I was belittling people, and so I truly understood that because it's like I would push my end. Well, you don't know this.
Right.
You don't know that E equals MC square. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you don't know that? What do you mean you don't know Pythagorean theorem?
We learned that so long ago.
You feel me? So, um, I had, you don't know the Council of Nicaea? Ha! Scoff! You know, so
Away with you.
away with you. I didn't, I had to realize that I was going to meet myself on this journey at different levels of myself.
Mhm.
And, um, when you understand your toxic traits,
Mhm.
because even after you when you're healing and after you heal, you still detox and you still go fast, because at the end of the day, in your element and the people that are around you, you're going to pick up toxins. Not that you become toxic, but you can pick up toxins
Yes.
where you need to clean yourself out. And recently it was for me, I was like, you know what? Okay, my mind is, I'm not, progressing and leveling the way that I need to with certain things. And I said, okay, I need to truly meditate. I need to get back grounded. I need to get centered and cleanse myself
Mhm.
of, the mediocre movements. And so by doing that, um, I raised my vibration, or I raised my happy,
Mhm.
because it wasn't that you have a happy meter. And so you can be at your okay, like I'm moderately happy all the time, right? And so you can still be like, whoo, it comes like
Right.
it's
The bull.
buoyant.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, I need to raise my happy meter. And then while I'm up here, I'm like, all right, now I can manifest. I can I can do this. I can do that. I can. All right, I'm moving in the way that I need to. And so it's going into the authentic parts of myself, not being audacious enough to say I'm going to shut myself off from the world. Because even when you say that, you can't, because your energy is going to be connected to your friends, to your family, to
Mhm.
whoever. So when I did have my moment of going within myself, I contacted those people that I knew would contact me and say, I'm taking a little bit of time. Some of you might know this,
Mhm.
some of y'all won't. Some of y'all might get with this. Some
Some
of
of y'all
y'all
won't.
won't.
Right.
But let me clear my throat. No, I'm kidding. But in real talk, let me clear my throat. Let me
Mhm.
clear my communication. Let me clear my listening skills. Let me clear up my forms of passion, my communication, my all of these different things, so that I can be the better a better form of myself and
Mhm.
become the more authentic form of myself. because your attitude determines your altitude. And so if you have an audacious attitude, you're not going to reach high heights. You know what I mean? But when you
Right.
have an authentic attitude, you're going to get to those next levels and you're going to bloom like you can't help but to. So,
So
you
let
know,
me add to the one thing you
I'm going to
said
close
about
the book,
happiness.
child. Mm-hmm.
So you said that you needed to raise your happiness,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so many people get stuck, and this comes back to I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So many people get stuck thinking and feeling
Mm-hmm.
that their mate is what makes them happy.
Mm.
That's the problem.
Mm.
Because your mate can't make you any happier than you can make yourself. So if I'm happy with the person that I'm with, I absolutely adore this woman. But there are going to be moments where I'm happy in this relationship, but I'm not happy in myself,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm not happy with how I'm doing something. Yes, I'm going to be unhappy in that portion. Is my entire life unhappy? No.
Mm-hmm.
But just because a lot of people correlate happiness with their mate, if something's going wrong in their relationship is just everything. So if they had an argument in the relationship before they went to work, now they mad at the world at work. Like, look, I didn't do it to you. Whatever is wrong, that's leave check that at the door.
Facts.
Because I didn't do that to you. And it's so easy to say, well, oh, I'm not happy in this, I'm not happy in that. I'm very happy in my relationship. I'm very unhappy in how my attitude is at times. So I have to check myself. I have to check my attitude. And then I'll go to what makes me happy and say, well, hey, you know, what can I do in your opinion? Because I know you deal with this from time to time. What can I do to not do this? What can I do? At what times do I show you this the most so that I can start realizing when I'm doing it, so I can go ahead and check myself right then? Because if I can't go to her and tell her what's making me unhappy about me, then all that unhappiness balled up in me is going to spill out and over into the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And now the relationship is unhappy. And here I am thinking, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't even know what happened. It's all you, because you're not taking the time to just say, you know what? I'm good. This right here ain't worth my happiness. If it's something I can fix, I'm gonna go to my partner and be like, can you know what I'm saying? You always, because she's very good with ideas and she's very good at calming me down. When I start to feel myself feeling frazzled or razzled, or feeling like I'm feeling inadequate somewhere, I'll go to her because she's very good at that. She doesn't tell me, oh, you're great at this, you're good at that. She holds me accountable for my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is, if you can't come to me and say, look,
Hold me
yes,
accountable for what I've done
right,
or made
you're
you
good
feel.
at this,
Mm-hmm.
but this is what you do to sabotage it. This is what you need to stop doing, because as long as you keep doing this ain't gonna matter.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be real with that person, and that's authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
That's I'm good, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm good because I know I have someone who is also good in themselves,
Mm-hmm.
so I can go to them with my shortfalls and they can come to me with theirs, because we're not sitting here revolving we're not doing this
Mm-hmm.
with the life and the relationship, because
Mm-hmm.
we had lives before we met each other.
Okay.
We had stuff we were dealing with within each other, within self,
Mm-hmm.
before we met each other. So how is it that we're gonna come in and say, "Oh, I'm gonna bring all this shit from the past, and I'm gonna bring all this shit from the
And you deal
past,
with what these people did to
right?
me.
And we gonna intermingle all of it and not know why 10 years down the line we can't stand each other."
Mm. Because you constantly,
Because you couldn't say I'm good on
I'm
that.
good.
You couldn't say I'm good on who I
Mm.
was at that time.
Mm.
I'm good on who
Mm.
I chose to be, because you choose who
Mm.
you want to be. You choose
Mm.
that.
I like
Am
that.
I right or am I right?
Ooh, you everything is checking out.
All
All
right.
right.
You choose who you are. You choose if you want to be the good of
Mm.
you.
Okay.
If you don't want to be the good of you, you choose the opposite. And guess what? There's ramifications for the choices in being good. Cause yeah, good people get used.
Period.
Period.
And we're
That's
gonna
life.
we at the 10 minute. We're gonna give our final words.
Hmm.
The to the soul fields. This
To the
is the
soul
soul the
field.
soul field
Y'all
final.
got y'all collard greens and chicken
Okay, you done got some cornbread with
and
some
goddamn
molasses,
pepper sauce
all of
and
it.
potato salad and
Do you hear me?
yams,
Yams, black eyed
everything
peas.
today
You done got
now.
all of the food. Okay, we done fed y'all on today. But um, in my final five, I'm going to say this. Um, it's about who you know. And what I mean by that is it's about who you know as far as do you know yourself? Are you aware of self? And that's the true who you know. And then when you know you, you're able to know the true nature of other people. And you'll see that authenticity. And you'll see that this person really wants the best for you and they really want you to flourish and to grow as a person.
Hmm.
There is no reason to have audacity or to be audacious when dealing with people. There is no reason to feel like somebody is trying to trap you, is
Hmm.
trying to control you, is trying to subdue you. Because a lot of times, 10 times out of 10, you are the one subduing you. You are the one holding you back, but you need a scapegoat or an external version of yourself,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
You need an external version of yourself to stop you from doing the things that you need to do to be your authentic self. It's the authenticity for me. And I had to learn, and I'm still learning, to be transparent with myself.
Hmm.
And to say, if you say something or you do something, to reflect it on me, like, why did that irritate me? And when I sit and think about it, I'm like, because I've done that to irritate people.
Hmm.
Or because this was a portion of myself that I didn't really, whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying it like, oh, you just be getting on my nerves. You get
Right.
what I
Right.
mean? And so, especially when you're in a relating ship,
Hmm.
right? You are going to constantly reflect off of each other.
Right.
I'm going to reflect my light. I'm going to reflect my darkness. I'm going to reflect my hues of gray and everything. So I have to consistently and constantly be my authentic self with you
Hmm.
in order for you to be that same authentic self
Right.
with me. And when people see us in person, they're like, "Oh, you guys is energy and da 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 da," because we authentically love each other. Like we don't just love each other, like we like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Right.
actually like each other. Like we like spending time with each other. We like meeting new people. We like a lot of the same things. And there's some areas where I broaden her horizons, and there's areas where she broadens mine. So that is, I think, what people search for, saying I want the type of person that's going to expand me but be with me. And
Hmm.
that's cool, because when they have that knowledge of self and they're authentic with them, they're going to be authentic with you so that they can see the things that you may not even yourself know that you like.
Hmm.
And that's the peacock's piece. Okay, that's my spoonful of honey.
That's the peacock's feast.
Yes.
Okay.
My little spoonful of honey. You go
All
ahead
right.
and
So I'm just gonna throw in my infinite tea with that.
okay.
When you're authentically you,
Mm,
you open up doors that you didn't know were there.
mm,
You open up doors that you thought were closed.
mm-hmm,
Um, I thought that my relationship, marriage, all of that door was closed because of I wasn't being authentic with myself.
mm,
And in not doing so, I was closing off the very good parts of me and shielding them and only attracting the parts that I put out there. And I asked myself what after my last ship was coming to an end, I was like, you know what? I'm not even this time. I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
This time I'm gonna get to know me.
Mhm.
This time I'm gonna be friends with me. This time when I want to go on a date, I'm gonna ask my daughter, "Do you want to go on a date?" This time I'm gonna treat me like I want to be treated
Mhm.
because I hadn't done that in the past. I wasn't being authentic with myself.
Mhm.
So in it now that journey is not easy. A lot of people think that, oh well, it's the first thing well, that's easy for you to say. No, it's not, because that journey took me 2 years.
Mm.
And in 2 years I did not date another person. I cut myself off sexually. I just got to know more about myself, more about the things that I really, really liked. I got to know I progressed myself to the I'm good.
Mm.
I progressed myself to that
I'm good.
stage. I'm good.
I'm good.
I wasn't worried about what other people thought. I wasn't worried about what other people did.
Mhm.
I worried about my thoughts. I worried about my actions,
Mm.
because I wanted to stop putting all the negativity that I felt towards my past. I wanted to stop putting that out. So I let it go.
Mm.
I authentically with myself let it go. And when you get to a point where I'm good,
Hmm.
it's I'm good with this about me.
Mm.
I'm good with that about me.
Mm.
I'm good with my choice in people.
Mhm.
I'm good with how I've done this. I'm good with everything that I know to be good about me. I'm good with that.
Mm.
And the things that notice I said weren't good about me, that I no longer had time for, or didn't even care to try and fix, I let them go.
Mm.
I throw them to the wind and let
Mm.
the wind carry it away.
Mm.
Because though I look youthful, the youth, I let her go.
Mm.
I let the young girl go. I can still have your looks. I can still have your fun.
Mm.
I can still have everything that you had then, but I can do it and enjoy it while I'm doing it. Because I know this is truly what I want to do. If I decide, hey, babe, let's go to the park, and they having jazz day at the park, she's more into jazz than me. However, I'm the park fiend. So if I can combine both things that are good about us, yes, we're going to go to the park. She's going to enjoy her jazz, and I'm going to enjoy the park and my glass of wine.
Facts.
And that's how we are authentic with self, and we're authentic with each other. You have to be authentic with self in order to be authentic with anyone else.
Mm.
Nothing else will work.
Mm. I like it.
Yes, I
I
love
like
it.
it.
You
I like
like it?
it.
I love it.
I love it.
All right.
Thank you all once again
Once again,
for tuning in to Soul Filled Sunday.
coming to get your soul filled
Soul Filled. We hope that you enjoy.
as much as we do. We love y'all. For
We
real. For real, for real.
wholeness and balance,
Peace and love.
love and light.
And
Is that
what?
it?
Is that it?
Is that it? Come back next week.
Same time.
Same place.
Come and get your soul filled. Now, we just going off of the suggestions we receive and things that happen in the moment. So we're not really putting out there what the episodes will be about. We just gonna start surprise.
Facts. We love y'all for real.
For real.
Take you out with a little music from Big Yellow on the beats. Enjoy. Peace.
Peace.
I'll turn this thing